Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Hope your day is going well. Hope your day has been well. I'm on my way to the gym. Just want to talk about something that I haven't talked about on this channel yet, but is extremely important, man. Do not lose your girlfriend, mother of your children, wife, whatever title you have for her. Don't lose her to the musclehead. Okay? Don't lose her to the dude that's in the gym that's worked on his physique. You know? We know around this time the gyms start to get crowded and people start to kind of fall off at a certain point. But the gyms are crowded right now. People are trying to get in shape, men and women. Don't lose your woman to a more attractive man. You know what I'm saying? You and your lady gonna be traveling. Y'all going to the beach. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes gonna be tank top ready. A lot of dudes gonna be shirtless. And you may catch your woman eyeing a dude with muscles. You know what I'm saying? Eyeing a dude with a better chest than you. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all gonna look. But sometimes those looks, women can act on those looks. And those looks can turn into them possibly telling you, you know, I think we should see other people. I think we should take a break. And then that break turns into them moving on. Next thing you know, they pregnant. That break done turned into they done just had they building a whole nother family. And it's all behind you being lazy and slacking on your physique. You notice your gut is hanging over your pants. You got man boobs, they pointy and stuff like that. You got some lower back fat, you know, skinny little legs, skinny little calves. As a man, you're supposed to look like something, man. Now, I know people have bad genetics. Some people are just really skinny and it's hard for them to put on muscle. But even if you're very skinny, you can have some nice cuts to you and be toned and look good for your skinny size. But for you as a man to just be overweight, just have a nasty gut, or just to be sloppy and flabby all over, man, that's unacceptable. And men who end up losing their females to dudes who are in better shape than them, I don't feel sorry for those dudes because there is no excuse. It's just pure laziness. Especially when, as men, we lose fat easier and we could build muscle easier than women can. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Now, I'm not saying you gotta walk around looking like some crazy bodybuilder again, but just look like you're active. Just look like you're in the gym, you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to put on muscle. You're trying to stay in shape. All right? Now, I don't want to dwell too much on that subject because I know there are plenty of other dudes who talk about that stuff. And that's not the end-all, be-all. You know what I'm saying? Being physically in shape and having muscles is not the end-all, be-all for getting and keeping a woman. You obviously got to have the personality, the gift of gab. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be doing your thing in bed. And you got to be a strong, masculine, stern, dominant man also, as well. But, you know, the physique plays a huge part. Now, as far as traveling this year, please be very careful, man. People are already, I would say it started, you know, last year, but I've seen it more. I'm seeing it more already this year about people running red lights and people cutting people off. I had some kids run across me in front of a green light. The light just turned green, started to go, pick up speed, and they just ran across trying to catch the city bus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm like, this is gonna be a wild summer, man. It's gonna be a wild summer on a roll. You know, people are already driving reckless. And there are never cops when you need them. There are never cops when you need them. Anytime somebody's doing a serious traffic violation, there's no cops ever around. Heck, the other day I was driving and I noticed that this car was in front of this cop and made a quick turn, didn't even use a turn signal. Cop didn't even bother pulling the vehicle over. You know, sometimes for police officers, they don't want to deal with the paperwork. But you should. You should want to deal with the paperwork, man, because it's bad. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit for people to turn without using their turn signal. You know, somebody could hit in the back of them. And again, you're going to say, well, they shouldn't be following too close. No, they shouldn't be following too close. But also, man, learn how to use your turn signal, man, because it just avoids accidents. People are so impatient that they run red lights. You ever see people on the highway and instead of them going to the next exit, they mess around and get all the way over there, being like the fast lane. They get all the way over to the slow lane to get off the exit instead of just waiting to the next exit and doubling back. Man, I was always taught, just get off the next exit. It's not worth it. So be very safe traveling. And even back to the whole physique thing. If you're traveling with your lady, man, you notice you got a good physique. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of your surroundings, man. Be aware of who's looking at you. If dudes are looking at you, if women are looking at you with their dudes, just keep your head on a swivel, man. That's a very important thing. Do not let that go in one ear out the other. Because I be noticing. Sometimes when I'm out in public, and this is not even physique, this is just because I be dressed nice and I'm a handsome dude. Not the best looking dude, but I know I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, man, there are less attractive dudes than handsome dudes. You may think every other dude looks better than you. Oh, there's so much competition out here. There's so many handsome dudes that, focus on their skincare and all this and that. You'll be surprised what women find, what the average woman, what majority of women consider a man to be attractive. Okay? But yeah, man, all the time this happens to me, man. I be out and about and I look and I see, you be looking straight, you just happen to look to the right just because, it's normal for you to look to left or right. You just see a woman just staring at you. Who knows how long she been staring at you? But she got a man with her. And then her boyfriend notices most time the dudes don't say nothing. But in the back of their mind, they notice that their female looking at you. But all it takes is that one dude. It takes that one hothead to notice that his lady is staring at you a little too much. And then he has to say something to you or he's giving you a dirty look. Now, if you're the type of dude where, you mind your business, you stay to yourself, but you don't like when people stare at you, you may give them a dirty look back. Now, maybe one of you gonna say, what you looking at? Now it just turns into an argument back and forth. Maybe he pulls a gun. Maybe you two start fighting over looks, over his female looking at you. Now, at the end of the day, you can't help how you look. You can't help what female looks at you, but I'm just saying, just be aware. So, usually what I do a lot of times, if, I'm out in public and I catch a woman looking at me, I know she has a man, I try to move away directly or make sure I'm not making any eye contact back with her. But a lot of times it's different when you at the beach or you're somewhere where your shirt is off. You may just want to completely just separate yourself. I have no problem. Some people may say, I'm not moving from where I am. If she has a problem, she can't control her lust. That's something that she has to deal with. But me, I like to, if I can help it, I'm going to remove myself from a potential conflict. If I'm at the beach, even if I'm with my lady, and I notice that a woman is staring a little too much and she's with her man, I'm going to say, babe, I think we should move. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I may not even get into detail. I'm going to say, I feel uncomfortable here. I kind of want to move over there. It's a little more sun. It's a little more shade. I don't want to be here. That's something I would do. That's something I would do. But yeah, a lot of people may consider that petty. Just something I want you to be aware of. But mainly, it's just driving, man. When you're traveling, it really is driving. People are extremely impatient. People are running red lights. People are running stop signs. People will cut you off. Make sure you keep definitely a 2-car distance, whether you're on the highway and just driving on the regular road. Who cares if people beep at you? Let them go around you, man. But you want to keep a distance because these people, the best comparison I can say the way a lot of people drive nowadays is like Grand Theft Auto. If you ever play Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, San Andreas, whatever it is, these people be driving straight and they just quickly just do a turn. Or people, you know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people drive nowadays, man. Really reckless, really wild, really selfish, really careless, And also, man, be careful traveling to different countries, man. Depending on what country you go to, man. Trump has put tariffs on a lot of these countries, even like the UK and Mexico. A lot of these people in these different countries, once they realize you're a tourist and you're an American, they're not going to like you. They may do things to make your vacation, miserable. Even possibly, I'm not wishing bad on anybody, they may try to kidnap you. They may try to kidnap you and extort your family or, hold you for ransom. And if you're a person who's from up north and you're traveling to the south, like a Memphis or a Texas, where I may possibly go, whatever, just realize that the gun laws, there's really no serious gun laws there, man. Especially in places like Memphis and Texas, I think you could just get a gun easily, man. If you have a record, you can easily get a gun, man. I think I was watching a police body cam video one time, and this cop pulled over these dudes, and they had guns with switches on the side door, and the cop was like, you can't store them like that. He didn't even arrest them. He let them go. He just said, you got to put them in the trunk. And I'm like, dudes are allowed to drive around with switches and assault rifles? Like, that's crazy. So, if you're definitely somebody from up north, you're not from the south, you're traveling from the south, man, just be careful. The things you may be able to get away with or do up north, you're not going to be able to get away with in the south. People in the South are very respectful. There is a such thing as Southern hospitality, but they don't take disrespect, man. So what may cause a fist fight or argument, what you may just be cutting somebody off, considering what's the word, like road rage. You know, you may deal with somebody from the South who may just get out of their car and shoot your car up, man. For real, for real. Or you may get into a confrontation with somebody just being out and about. Maybe they stepped on your sneaker, or maybe they cut you off walking, because some people do that. They don't say excuse me, and maybe you're in a bad mood, have a bad day, you say, yo, what the fuck, da, 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 and they just pull out a gun and start shooting. You know, people in the South, some people in the South, they shoot and ask questions after. Some people in the South, they shoot, they don't fight. Nowadays, most people don't fight anymore. But again, like I said, in the South, just keep it in your head that every person has a gun on them, and they will use it at will. Just keep that in mind. I mean, you should keep that in mind wherever you are, in any state, because we know how reckless people are nowadays. We know most people do not fight. But what I'm saying is especially in the South. You know? So yeah, man, safe travels. Get in the gym. Work on your physique. Fast. It's like my 5th time fasting every Sunday. Every Sunday I fast. I do it for religious reasons, but also for health reasons, man. The fat has just been trimming off my lower stomach, man. I didn't have too much fat on it, but I did have a little bit, and it's just been slimming down. Like 2 pairs of pants that never fall off my waist keep falling down off my waist. I got to keep pulling them up, man. And just the cuts and the muscle definition is definitely showing. So as a man, when you're in the gym, if you're trying to work on your physique, if you're trying to be better physically, man, definitely implement fasting, because it also gives your digestive system a break. It's never getting a break. You're constantly feeding it. It never gets a chance to digest food and actually break down the nutrients the right way. Also, make sure you're drinking a lot of water, not in a water bottle. Go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, whatever. Get you one of those flasks. Get you a metal flask and refill your water that way. And yeah, man, just stay consistent. Just be consistent, man. Be consistent with your eating. Stay away from the fried foods and stuff like that. Try to implement more fruits and vegetables. And, you know, if you're having problems with your skin, you're going to see your skin clear up and stuff like that, you know. And a lot of health benefits, man. I just want you to be healthy, and I want you to be safe this upcoming summer, man. For real. So I'll catch you on the next one, man. Y'all hit the like button, your comments, share that good stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.